And we are live, the final show before we tee off tomorrow morning at the Rocket Mortgage Classic from Detroit Golf Club. My name is Matt of the Golf Gambling Podcast, and you know what we got today: narratives, interview reactions. Hopefully, something I say slash these players say can get you on or off a guy. And reading by the caption of this stream, you know that's something that Max Homa said got me off of him. So we'll start with quotes from I think we got Gordon Sargent, Max Homa, JT, and Tony Finau. Not too much. This that I keep saying not too much in like these regular events, but you get something out of it. Comparing it to the major interviews are just so different because you get intel from like every single player in the field. It's really good and it really helps. So let's get right to it. We're gonna get straight to Gordon Sargent, and they asked him if he prefers these types of conditions, aka easy, and they talked about how much he's going to be hitting driver out here. So Gordon Sargent basically went on to say, especially with it being soft, you can hit a lot of drivers out here, and that the fairways are already wide. That makes them even wider. Gordon Sargent, being already one of the longer players out here, is going to have a ton of drivers, and that's why I think this really suits his style of play. So he could just go bombs away and have a wedge in his hand. Now that comes into the second part of it: how good is Gordon Sargent with the wedge? How good is Gordon Sargent at rolling 20-foot putts in? That we don't know because he's only played in two events, and there was the Masters and the US Open. So I think it's a time where you can try to be early on a golfer. I don't really condone the 75, 65 to 1 outright bet. I don't think he's going to win this golf tournament. But $7,500 on DraftKings, like, yeah, I'm down. I'm totally down because we know he's going to be carrying bunkers. We know he's going to have inside 150 in on every single par four for the most part. We know he's going to be able to get to a majority of these par fives and two. Let's do it. Let's get ahead of the curve. A lot of the attention is on Ludwig this week, so let's get on Gordon Sargent. He's going to be hitting a ton of drivers. He's going to have wedges. Let's do it. All right. Second guy, we're going to get to the Max thing right away. So Max Homa said a few things this week. They asked him how he's feeling. Obviously, he's coming off two straight missed cuts, and he literally said, I feel really good. I missed a cut, one off the number. My game feels in a great spot. It's golf is just a mean sport. I got a few unlucky breaks, and I totally agree with that. I talked up Max Homa a little earlier in the week, saying like Max Homa's going to play well here. Like he missed cuts on the number. He's won in worse form at Fortinet. But why did I cash out of my Max Homa 23 to 1 bet? Kind of on something he said. They asked him about the conditions, the easy scoring. He literally said, yeah, I've never won in minus 20 or minus 30 golf tournaments. I see myself as a minus 10 to minus 15 guy. So he's telling you that right now. He's never won and doesn't think he can win in those conditions. Why am I going to bet on a golfer who is saying he doesn't see himself scoring, making that many, getting that low? Nothing against Max Homa. He is better in difficult conditions. Like, okay, that's fine. He admitted to us he doesn't think he can make that many birdies. And I bet him 23 to 1. I cash it out. Now, a rebuttal to all of this. I am going to bring up the times Max Homa has scored minus 20 or better. This past January, Kapalua, minus 23, T3. The year before, minus 20 at Kapalua, T15. 2018, BMW Charity Pro-Am Corn Ferry Tour, minus 20. And in 2017, Web.com qualifying tournament, minus 23. Can Max Homa get to 20 under? Sure. Sure. He's a professional golfer. Get a hot putter? Sure. But we need little things to get us on or off golfers. Max Homa says to us in his interview, he doesn't see himself getting to 20 plus. Bang. Okay, why am I going to bet him? I'm not. So we bet Sungjae Im instead. Sungjae Im has gotten to minus 20 or greater 3 times as many times as Max Homa has in the last 3 seasons. So let's roll out Sungjae at 23 under. Play him in DraftKings as well. All right. Now, final thing on Max. I don't think he's going to play poorly. Like T16, fine. Is that enough for DraftKings? Maybe, maybe not. I'm out on Max Homa. All right. Tony Finau, just to go on what he said about this golf tournament. Yeah, this is going to get to 30 under. Like word. I think Tony Finau is a good play this week. He's at a price you could do enough with. He's got the most wins in this field by far over the last X amount of time, however you want to date it back. I know the putter is really not great right now, and the form isn't horrendous. But when Tony Finau is out in 32 tomorrow and finishes the day 6-7 under, and he's like 3 off the lead, you're gonna be like, damn, I wish I would have played Tone. So let's run out Tone at. I know he's at the max price, but I think he's a good play this week. And Ricky's taking a lot of ownership off of him. And I feel like there's some pressure on Ricky this week. This is the first time in years he feels like he's going into a golf tournament and he knows, like, I'm the betting favorite. Like, I should win this golf tournament. Throw in the Rocket Mortgage media stuff. Like, you see the commercials. He works with Rocket. He's gonna have to do a lot of extra stuff this week. I don't think we've been building up this excellent play of golf for Ricky to go win in an event that's going to be won at 30 under. Like, I don't. Ricky has 12 top 20s in his last 14 starts, and they're all in elite fields with difficult scoring conditions. What makes you think that Ricky's going to do it at this event? Like, I'm not hating on Ricky. I just don't see it here. Like, hopefully he completely flames out. No, he's going to make the cut. But hopefully he finishes like T37 and some rub gets thrown off of him for the next few weeks. But that's probably not going to happen because he's just so popular every single week. Out on Ricky, in on Tony. Okay. Final thing was on Justin Thomas. And he said, I've never played a golf course where wedges spin back as much as they do here with the soft conditions, of course. So obviously these Donald Ross greens are back to front sloping. So your wedges are going to spin that much more. Throw in the rain, throw in the soft conditions to begin with. Justin Thomas is like, yeah, this is pretty interesting. So Justin Thomas can control his wedges better than anyone in the world. I'm pretty bullish on him going into this week. I think he can definitely, just with the approach play alone, get to 17 under. Will that be enough to win the golf tournament? I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I think he's a good play this week. I think he could definitely finish in the top 10, cash you some lineups, cash you some bets. So those are my thoughts. Quick 7.5 minutes on that. Sorry, Max Homa, I'm cashing out of your bet. But if you win, that would really suck because that would suck. But all right, that's the final show. That's all I got to say. Any questions, DM me, and I will see you guys Friday night with the leaderboard.